Hey, it's Comic Artist Pro Secrets, and I am Ethan Van Skyver, and the drawing I was working on just fell on the floor. Hey, so I'm a comic book artist. I have been working in the business for 25 years, and started up this channel, both as just entertainment, because for me it's another creative outlet, and that's wonderful. But also, I want to entertain and inform you guys. If there's a way that I can help impart some of the things that I've learned to you, both comic book hobbyists, people who draw for a hobby, and those who hope to become professionals someday. That's what I would like to do, and that's the purpose of this channel, and that's probably the reason why it's growing so quickly. I started it on October 15th after getting some encouraging words from Comicstorian and Comics Explained. And it's really gotten big quick. So I am grateful to you guys, and it just is kind of a testimony to the enduring power and appeal of creative energy, of people wanting to express themselves, of people enjoying comics, enjoying drawing, and yeah, thanks for being here with me. Okay, so I have a thing called Brutally Honest Portfolio Reviews. It's probably the most popular feature of my channel, and I intend to do them daily, although I've kind of fallen off in the past 3 days. So let's get back on that horse again. Brutally Honest Portfolio Reviews. Blech, it's a mouthful. Basically what it is I take the time and energy to actually thoroughly review your portfolio, which should consist of 4 to 6 pages of sequential art in any stage of completion. I should make that clear. Some people are like, well, mine are only pencils, mine are only layouts, or mine are completed with letters, etc., and sometimes color. What do you want? I don't mind. I'll take whatever you've got. 4 to 6 pages of your work, and I'm going to go through it with a fine-tooth comb and tell you where you're doing great and tell you where you need work. This is open to everyone. The only qualifications are you need to be an adult. I kind of say 20 years and older. 18 is an adult, but you're still a little bit kind of wet behind the ears about the reality of of the comic book world and what its expectations of you are. So I don't want to review too many straight out of high school portfolios. 20 years and over, and you need to have thick skin and be prepared for harsh criticism. And that means you can't get very, very upset with me and blame me for ruining your day. This is for your own good and for the good of other people who are watching. All right, so we get a nice email from a fellow named Nathan, and I really like this, so I want to share it with you. He said, "Hi, I sent you a submission for the Brutally Honest Portfolio Review Series on your channel, but I only sent 3 pages and realized that you wanted 4 to 6 pages. I don't want to resend the same pages, so I'm submitting 15 to 20 from the same book." This guy's done an entire book. The book was called Stump, and that's the name of the main character. A little bit about me: I'm 45 years old and have been drawing since I was 16. Me too, brother. I'm 43. You're older than me. And I'm not a professional comic book artist. I actually work at the toy department at Walmart. This self-published book is currently the highest quality completed project I have to show. I'm working on a new story right now, which is completely unrelated to this Stump comic, but I want to wait until I get into a more refined state before I start showing it to anyone. On a side note, the last 6 panels of page 20 were supposed to be a direct copy of the layout for Doom's origin from Fantastic Four #5, and are intended to be sort of my homage to Jack Kirby. I'm not sure how effective that is, but I just wanted you to know it was intentional. Thanks for doing these reviews, Nathan. All right, Nathan, let's have a look. All right, so here we go. Here's page 1 that he sent over, and I can tell, Nathan, we're in for a treat. Looks like you're doing a spin on Iron Giant, which I love. I love the idea of the Iron Giant. And your work is gorgeous. It's really fun. I'm surprised that you're not a professional. I'm surprised that you aren't working somewhere. I could picture you working at, this is just off the top of my head. I haven't looked at your work that closely yet. So Maybe I should calm down. But I can picture you working at IDW. I would like to see you working on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's me as fantasy casting director. All right, hold on. Let me sharpen my pencil here. We've got a really, really cool shot that we open up with your robot character, who is going to resemble the Iron Giant. Now, this book is called Stump, you said, so I don't know who Stump refers to yet. I don't know if it's him, because he's kind of short, or if it's the robot. Maybe it's both of them. I'm not really quite sure, but really, really great style. I love all the detail work that you put into this. And by detail work, I don't mean lines, everyone. I mean, putting in extra lines is cool. I like to do it. I like to completely go in and define textures and shapes with line work. No, it's thought. It's look at the way his little collar's upturned here. Look at this nice kind of flannel vest he's wearing. I like that. This is all great. Look at see this foot here that's pointed down. This foot here is turned kind of inwards a little bit so that you can actually see the sole of the foot. That's just it's good. It's really, really good. It's good acting. Let's see. I am my one concern with this, and it's a small one. It's not even that necessary. By the way, I love the background here. I don't know if that's a lake or if that's the ground down here. I think it's the ground because you can see lines. I can't tell how high up he is either. Are these buildings or are they rocks? Like right down here. See what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't get a sense of how high he is up. My thing is his feet are right back here, and it would be really great if, and this isn't necessary, it would just help the drawing a little bit, if the perspective actually accentuated his movement. At the moment, if you've got your vanishing point right back here, I would say, and that's interesting. But his feet are here. It might be good to see some smoke or something that shows that he's kind of banked a little bit. But the image itself is fighting the background. It's fighting the background because he's flying kind of this way, and the image is coming straight at us. The background is coming straight at us. So it would be interesting to do that. I would just kind of reposition him and put his feet here, but I don't know. I mean, it doesn't bother me too much. It's just a slight bit of confusion there, or a slight bit of kind of, it looks like he was kind of pasted onto a background rather than built into the background. If possible, our figures, our characters that are starring on the background, or whatever the action is on the background, whether it's a car or a helicopter, or a plane, or a robot, or a superhero, you want to see if you can have the background kind of merge with them a little bit and support their motion and what they're doing. And I saw this and I went, oh, look at that face. That is just great. You've got your main characters kind of, I'm going to check real quick and see if we understand where the title Stump came from. He's kind of a short fellow. I was thinking maybe that was him. But look, I love the teeth here. I love the two front teeth. And then this is daring stuff. Most people don't get into, look at the beard work, the stubble. Yeah, what a great variety of texture. The anatomy here on the forehead is just wonderful. One eye is kind of winked a little bit more closed. The eye that's kind of being okay, so his head is tilted this way, and so his face is, the weight of his face, again, yeah, look at that. It's really good. This is really good, Nathan. I'm enthused. Nice shot. This is his vantage point. And see, this is a great thing to do as well. He's speaking to the Iron Giant character. So we see his face, and this is maybe what the Iron Giant would see. This is from his perspective. And then we kind of return to his perspective as the Iron Giant answers him. I do. I like this. I have to say, I really, really like your people. Your Iron Giant's a little bit ropey. He's a little bit, I don't know, it's the inking. just a little bit phony baloney. This is, this is harsh criticism. I don't know what it is exactly. I would say it's the fact that you're not using, your line work isn't clean enough let me show you. One assumes that since this is made of metal and it's hard and it's immovable, these lines are going to be perfect. They're going to be rigid and perfect and clean to show that this is a hard substance that doesn't breathe, it doesn't change, the wind doesn't affect it. When you're drawing a robot, and look at this line here bothers me too. This like that just shows that when you have a line like this right here, what it does is it shows that this isn't a very clean and uniform shape. This kind of denotes wrinkle in a way. I don't usually recommend this all the time, but it's like I would bust out some French curves, and I would make sure that these lines were a little bit cleaner. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is not quite right here. All right. He's great. That's good. This is a great panel right here. Look at that. Look at him sitting there. And look, I mean, that is such a natural posture. This wonderful, wonderful scene. Look, he's got a nice way to kind of delineate the foreground from the background. And that's by silhouetting out this kind of cliff, this hill that they're sitting on. He still adds detail here. This is interesting. I'm not sure why he's got this kind of scribbly black kind of thing here, but it looks okay. He's left these kind of streaks open. It looks fine. Actually, it looks kind of good. This guy's polluting the air. Look at this smoke. This is terrific. Not the pollution, but just the idea. I love the details with the weeds that they're sitting in, and I love his posture there. So this is automatically the foreground just by virtue of this black shape right here. And then we push into thinner lines going into the background. We're just sketching out. You can see the way he's kind of sketched out this tree line here, this tree shape. It's not very detailed. Shouldn't be. Same thing here. Sketch makes it far away. Far, far, far away. The same with this barn. We just want to kind of casually indicate it with little lines. This guy works at a toy department at Walmart. He should be winning Eisners. Yes. And that again, and we talk about puppets. We talk about, hey, you design your character. You're going to want to keep him consistent. If you can make him move around, it doesn't really matter how you exaggerate, how you choose to draw these characters. As long as you keep them consistent and believable in their world, then you can do whatever you want. And he's done that. Look at this. Look at this great. He's got a cauliflower ear. I like his upturned kind of Irish-looking nose here. Is he a boxer? He might be a boxer. The robot looks better here. Better. All right, we got a very stylized. We're like walking away, and then we do this kind of like, I don't know, it's like manga a little bit, drop everything out, and then just kind of, hey, he's walking away. The black background and the just purple color, the lavender that he's used here in this kind of indicates some moodiness, which is, I guess, needed there. A lot of great establishing shots. Look at this. This is what you need to do. I mean, you have to establish everything. Every time you change the scenery, you have to establish, but it also it's meaningful when telling a story to reestablish your location whenever you can. And he's changing the scenery here. This is the barn that they were looking at right there. But he's telling us that suddenly we are there. And I don't know who's jumping. He can jump like that. He's like a flea. All right. Here's a close-up. Yeah, I don't know. I almost always condemn close-ups like this, especially when you go from a super kind of wide shot to, an extreme close-up. But it's okay. It works. We understand. We've seen, that, okay. We're trying to say that he lands heavy on the ceiling of the barn. I'd rather show the whole thing. But okay. Let me see. Does that work from here to here? Crack. Boom. It's okay. Nathan, I don't know. This is okay. I honestly would rather, and I think you would have been better served showing his entire weight hitting the ceiling and then showing a lot more of the ceiling kind of buckle under his entire weight rather than just 1 foot, which actually looks like it's landing kind of daintily on this roof. I see the screws popping out and everything. I think you would have been better served to actually show the weight of him, because he looks like he's kind of a heavy fellow, and then we can cut to this. It's not a big deal. It's a small thing, but this is fine. So much for the stealth approach. Yeah, that's great. Again, I love the way you're drawing his vest. I like this. Look at this rip on his collar here. Yeah. And the robot isn't. What is this? Is this a different robot? Yeah, you're doing this shaky line. The shaky line. You ink kind of like I do, I think. Are you using a brush? Let me look at you here. I can't tell. I think you are using a brush. All right, you just might want to switch to technical pens just for the robot. I don't know. Next page. Intruder alert. All right, this is a different robot. Good action shot here. This is wonderful. Yeah, good shot. You're showing a lot of discipline. You're not breaking any panel borders. I love when these portfolio reviews come in. When these portfolios come in for review and they're just great. I love it. I don't have a lot of work to do. I'm just nitpicking and just praising. And look, it sounds like you're a dude who works pretty hard, both on your comics and at work. This is all very impressive. Look at this Hulk style shot here of him punching the heck out of this robot. Yeah. So he punches him on the top of the head. Does this look... Oh, is he going away? I don't know. Yeah, I think I see what you're doing here. I think he punched him so hard that he sent the robot back this way. But that's not actually the effect that we're getting here because of the perspective that you chose. If you had shown this kind of more from the side a little bit and pulled back a little bit, then you could have shown this thing kind of reacting by flying backwards. But I don't know. I'm not sure. It looks like from here to here, this guy shrunk. That's the impression that I get. I would have gone ahead and just kept him the same size. I would not, on the page, I wouldn't have pushed him backwards. I would have just had him punch him right up here. It looks like he punched him right on the lid, and then just had the whole thing kind of collapsing right in front of him real big. But I think he wanted to show the debris and everything, his teeth breaking out. And that is a neat shot, but it is strange. It does, these don't strike the reader as the same thing, the same robot. Oh, look, he thinks he's done, but the robot, is that another robot? Something's gotten up behind him. Oh, there are 3 more robots. I got it. I missed these guys. There are 3 robots behind him. I don't know. This is a great book. This is great. Who wouldn't want to read this? Jumps up in the air. Yeah. I don't know. It just does. It strikes me that this guy must be the Stump because he's really short. He must be the character that the book is named for. Yeah. Oh, look at his blue eyes here. This is terrific. Door. He jumps for the door. All right. And... oh, suddenly he looks completely different. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what happened here. His nose is different. His face looks different. I expect more from you, Nathan. I expect more consistency. This is a nice kind of, reminds me of a Bill Watterson kind of panel here. A lot of his work is clearly influenced by Bill Watterson. Is that fair to say, Nathan? Good 1 point perspective here, guys. One, yeah. Well, I'm not sure if it's perfect. I'm looking at the horizontal lines here. So we have obviously a vanishing point right down here, because we're like, as a viewer, you'll notice. Remember when I say that the horizon line is our eye line? So we're almost like a child following behind him. Our head is right down here. Okay, so we're down low. And then that means that the vanishing point is going to be right there. And sure enough, you can see that the lines do meet right about right there. Sort of. And then did you fake this, Nathan? Did you fake this? Yeah, and we've got a little goofiness here, because this, okay, so those are our horizontals. Those should be parallel, but you can see by the light fixtures, I think they're meant to be parallel to the bridge, but they aren't. So either this ceiling here is on an angle, like it's actually tilted downwards like that, which would be okay if it were consistent. It's not. Or Nathan faked the perspective here. Nathan, it's 1 point perspective, buddy. You could have done that better. Right here. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. See this wall here? This line should have been parallel with the bridge, like that, and as you can see, it isn't. So look, it doesn't bother you too much. There's a general sense of kind of like, hey, we've got some sketchy lines, but still, I would go back and make sure that you are presenting the proper perspective. Let's see what he does here. Oh yeah, look at this. More 1 point perspective. That is wrong. I think this is him. All right, so is he coming up some stairs? I have to look at this for a second. All right, so that's his head. And that would mean it's possible. No, it's possible. If the horizon line is way down here, like off the paper, then his feet would be on the same level as this guy who's sitting down on the chair. Then that's where our horizon line is. And yet these kind of recede to a point right here, which indicates that our horizon line is right here. All right. So no, that's not the case. Yeah, we've got some perspective issues here, Nathan. If these lines are to be believed, and the horizon line is here because the vanishing point is right here, then it bisects him at the waist, which means that our guy, who is probably, this guy looks kind of small too, roughly the same height as this guy, even though this guy is sitting, his knees would be right about here, so he would be right here, like here's his head. Yeah, that's going to affect everything. That throws off the whole panel. Nathan, there are some videos that I did on 1 point perspective in the horizon line that I think will aid you. You need to work that out, because your work is so close to being there. But right here, like an editor is going to see this and go, oh, all right, he doesn't know perspective. That's like, it screams it right here. Unless he's coming upstairs or something, but we'd need to see that. We're not seeing that. All right, and then we cut to, is this the last? Yeah, okay, so this is the page that he said he took from Dr. Doom's Origin. I'm not actually familiar with that page, so I have no criticism. I wouldn't have recognized that. You could have gotten that by me, but I love this. This is, look at all the, look at all the dialogue. Wow, this guy sure likes to listen to himself talk. Um, and yeah, we've got this really, really nice old-fashioned kind of origin story here. Beautiful, just beautiful work. I love it. Wow, this made my day. This got my day off to a great start, Nathan. I don't even know what to say. I enjoy your work so much. I found this pleasing. I think a lot of times when we look at comics that are kind of independent, we don't really want to read them. I do want to read this. I would want to read all 20 pages of this. I might buy this if I saw it on the stands, and I think other people would too. I love this character. I think he is very heroic and lovable in his kind of big guy who can jump real far. He's kind of like a flea. No, he's small, but he's big. And I love his face. I love how, for the most part, you keep it consistent. He seems like a very kind of noble, tough guy character. Robots are good. I mean, I like the way your robot looks. Obviously, oh, if I were you, I would make some changes here. I would change this head shape. I would change this jaw. I don't know. I understand that this is Iron Giant in a way, like that's your influence, but disguise it. Create a different looking robot that doesn't recall that so immediately. I'm not even sure if this robot is that important to him. It seems like he is important to him, but maybe he isn't. Maybe this is just one of many robots. This might be one of my favorite panels, right down here. I love his face there. I love his teeth. I think they're just, I mean, it's really, like, I like to draw this way. Like, I saw that and went, that's something I would do. So it made me very happy. Yeah, you need, again, I noticed it here and I went, all right, well, maybe it's me. But this is where I started to notice your perspective problems. And that is something that you're going to need to work on because, you utilize perspective so well in some places. I really love this. But then when it comes down to actually doing kind of an interior shot, a simplistic 1 point perspective, twice in a row, you fell down on your face. On your face, Nathan. Get it together, buddy. Yeah, so let's go. Let's fix that problem. It's easy. If you watch my video, I think you'll learn something. My video might be half an hour, so invest that time in it and see. If you have any questions, let me help you. You are a big talent. You are a big talent, and I do want to see you succeed. So there we go. That was Nathan, who I hope you enjoyed his work as much as I did. Guys, if you would like your portfolio to be brutally, honestly reviewed like that, and you have thick skin, it's not always going to be praised. You're probably not as good as Nathan. You might be. Send 4 to 6 pages to me for review. You can send them to my email, which is Ethan, ETHAN, 12032 at gmail.com. And you can also DM them to me on Twitter. That's DM stands for direct message. I'm at Ethan Van Sciver, simple, okay? And I won't respond. Don't get upset. I'm not going to go, oh, thank you for your submission. I'm just not set up to do that. And I do get a lot of submissions. What I do is I have a folder for them all. And when it's time to do a brutally honest portfolio review, which is mostly daily, I will just choose one at random and bust it out without even looking at it. It's going to be just like you just put it under my face. And I am looking at it for the first time with the people who are watching the video. So everyone has an equal chance. I'm not looking for anything in particular. I'm just looking to make an interesting video. So thank you again, Nathan. Thanks to everyone who has donated to the Patreon, which has grown quite a bit this past couple of weeks. It's been really kind of great. Patreon goes to support making more content like this. So we are working for you here. I am working for you. This is a job of mine, a second job, to make videos for you and review your portfolios. So It's not a favor I'm doing. You're paying for it, and I appreciate it. I thank you. So please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Check and make sure that you're still subscribed. This is my DNC moment. Please like the video, share the video on Twitter if you can. Thank you for all the super chats when I do live chats. I tend to do live chats between the hours of 10 and midnight Eastern Standard Time. So if you subscribe and ring the bell icon, there's a little bell icon and it'll give you all notifications. So you will know, you'll get a little alert on your phone or your device saying that Comic Artist Pro Secrets is live. You can join us, and there will be an option to make a little tip, a donation if you want to, and if you're enjoying the channel, and that is appreciated. And you get to see all of my notifications there too. Sorry. And what else? Okay, and then also, again, thank you for the Patreon. If you are not yet a patron of the channel and would like to be, the link will be below in the description for this video, and it is appreciated. I'm going to, your name will be in the special thanks. I'm going to update that every single month, so that if you'd like to have your name in the special thanks, or if you want to be a big donor and actually get a piece of original art, I think that option is available to you as well. And Ava says hello back there. Thank you all very much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. It's no secret at all that I couldn't do this channel if it wasn't for support from you, my subscriber base, and my Patreon donors. If you'd like to join this community by pledging $1 or more per month, go check out the link in the description below. And I thank you.